It's just what I needed. Oh my gosh, it's actually a dress. Baba, that's not how, stand up. Oh, too fast. If I tried to sign Willow or Luna up.
We were young and we were free and running, never bothered about what could be coming. Every day we danced and life was smiling. We were young and drunk in love.
Oh my god! You're so cute! You want a bottle?
Oh, there we go.
Come on. It's actually pretty good because she's used to the bottle.
Yeah.
Just when I say that. Come here. Come on. I'm not even pulling. She's pulling. Come on. Come on. Come on.
She looks so sweet.
Oh, baby goats. Okay, let me try Rose.
Walk her to the fence so she can fight against it.
All right. I'm gonna get a little training for a second, okay? Okay, when deciding who to bring to the show this year, it always comes down to like who has the best udder, who looks the best this year, who's the healthiest. And that came down to River, Violet, and Twyla. So the ones left out of that are Daphne, Wednesday, and then of course Cricket. Daphne because she just had a buckling and she doesn't really have a ton of milk. Wednesday doesn't have a ton of milk either because she got sick early on, right after she kidded. And then Cricket is Cricket. I also let Cricket dry up after I just let Cricket feed her kids and then just dry up because I didn't really want to keep milking her throughout the year. There wasn't really a purpose because we know we're looking for improvement, and so I don't need to really see her production. So we're taking those 3 girls and then they're considered senior does because they're in milk, and then we'll be taking some junior does and a junior buck. But I gotta test them and see how good they are first because I'm not sure if I want to take naughty ones to the show. That's a good girl. Come on. Oh, she's doing good. Come on.
Yeah.
Good girl, come on. Good girl. That's good. Yeah, you're such a good girl. Back this way. No jumping. No jumping. Oh, too fast. Oh, you're doing so good. Little treat. Come on. Oh, now she walks really good. Coco's like me. Summer is no joke out here. We've got 100+ degree days, animals to feed, fences to fix, and way too many reasons to get dehydrated. So if you've ever felt wiped out halfway through your chores, it might not be just the heat, it could be electrolytes. We try to keep ourselves cool in lots of different ways, but at the end of the day, we're just sweating out here. So that's why I've been loving Element's new flavor, Lemonade Salt. Element is a 0 sugar electrolyte drink mix. There's no junky ingredients, no dyes, no sugar highs or crashes, just the perfect balance of sodium, potassium, and magnesium to keep you hydrated and focused even on the hottest summer days. Lemonade Salt is tart, salty. I like mixing it in a big jug of water if I'm outside working, or I'll mix it with a little bit of green tea for a little salty Arnold Palmer situation. This flavor, Lemonade Salt, is a limited time summer drop, so stock up now while it lasts. And if you use my link, you'll get a free sample pack with any order. Plus, Element has a no questions asked refund policy, so there's literally no risk in trying it out. So click the link in the description to check it out, and be sure to stay salty this summer. Yeah, I think I'll take both of them. I'm just trying to decide who to take. And I was kind of against taking Coco.
Well, just let Coco work out her issues.
Good girl. Good girl. All right, she's the winner. I'm gonna switch them. Okay, we're just gonna check on these two and then we'll check on boys. Look how good she looks. I think Rose is gonna do really good. Come here.
Yeah, she is.
I'm gonna give her a bottle to kind of calm her down. She kind of goes like rabid when she's hungry. Come on. Come with me. I think they're gonna be good. It really helps that I've made them drink from the bottle.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like, they're being a little naughty, but this is the first time they've ever experienced it. You'll be okay. Come here. You can go put her out. I'm gonna walk Rose one more time. And then we're gonna do the boys real quick. Come here. Oh, you're doing so good. Oh, it's too fast. No? Come on. Oh, she's gonna do really good. Because like all the babies are jumping, so it's like, oh, you not have your legs shaved? No. No. Uh-oh.
Can you give him a bottle?
Yeah, we'll give him a little bottle. Come here.
What a big boy. He's so fat. Is he the same age as the other two or no?
He's the same age as the other two.
Wow.
I couldn't always feed him more though, because we want him to be big enough to breed.
You gotta let him fight it out with the fence. He's just stubborn.
Yeah,
he's just being
fight
a
with
little
the fence.
dick.
I'm not moving. There you go. There you go. Come here. Hey, let's let him fight it with the fence for a second. I mean, I had on my list to take 2 girls and 2 little boys.
Yeah.
But that would put Dad in the ring with me because they'd be in the same class.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking I'll just take Romeo. I know I'm going to take the 3 seniors because they look the best this year. They have the most milk. And then I'm going to take 2 little junior dolings and 2, I think, little junior bucks. But we got to see. Oh, no, that's not good. Baba. That's not how... Stand up. Now, when we train them to the fence, we sit and watch them the whole time because we want to make sure they don't choke themselves. But what it's teaching them is just patience. And, you know, you'd rather them fight it out with the fence than fight it out with your arm all day. So once he learns this, just wait a second, be patient. He's also learning like the pressure on his neck. So if he stops pushing and fighting, it feels better. Little stinker. But little bucklings are harder to train. So it's a lot of training and a lot of deciding on who's going to be the best one to take to the show. Okay, now that I've tested out the juniors and I'm pretty sure on who I'm going to take to the show, now it's time to take these 3 seniors. We've got River, Violet, and Twyla, and just walk them around the yard. Just work them over a little bit and make sure that they walk well. The most important part of a goat show is that your goat walks well, because most everything is assessed on the move. Like, the judge wants to see how the goat moves, because if they move gracefully and if they move correctly, then that means they are a well-built goat. They will also put their hands on the goat and check for different things, but a lot of it, most of it, can be really viewed on the move, so we got to make sure that these girls walk well. Now, River is a pro. She's already been to shows. She's already won a grand champion as a junior, so I'm not worried about her. She does pretty well in the ring. But Violet and Twyla are quite new to being led and walked around. They've been our little juniors for the last year in the pasture, just doing whatever the heck they want, and now it's time to be big girls and learn how to get milked, which they've passed that test, and now learn how to walk. Now, they've done pretty good so far. I've always been pretty mindful about walking them a little bit here and there, but this is the part where they really need to learn that the human's in charge and that they need to walk well when we lead them places. In the end, anything can happen in the ring. They can act like total monsters or they can be just perfect angels. I'm excited to take this little crew to the show. Now, the whole purpose of going to a goat show is so that you can compare goats against the other goats in the area and see how they fare. Now everybody obviously wants to win the top prize, grand champion, but it's a lot harder to get than you think because everybody's bringing their very best does. So it's hard. And the judge has to choose between all these really nice goats with pretty phenomenal udders and choose who he thinks is the best one. And that is, it's sort of the downside with going to shows. If your doe doesn't win, it's not a true indication of how good of a goat they are. It's just that for whatever reason, there was a doe that was a tiny bit better than your doe, and that's why they won. So the longer I've been doing this, the more I have sort of not loved shows, and I think it's only because it's so much work and prep to go to a show, like all of the clipping, all of the like packing and all of that. And then maybe it's just because here it's so hot at the shows that it's quite miserable. Like we're probably gonna be like 100 degrees or more, and it's just hot, dusty and dry, and by the end of the show, you're feeling it. So that's probably a big reason why. But also I think it's just hard to go and have these really nice goats and hope that you win, and then if another goat has like just a little bit wider rump or a little bit higher udder, just like this much higher, they win. And it's like, it can be really frustrating. But we're mostly gonna go because we have lots of friends there and it's fun to talk with everybody, and it's honestly fun to see other goats and, you know, see them in person and kind of compare to see where your herd is compared to everybody else. Okay, now it's time to trim the juniors in my judge's outfit. You guys, somebody told me about this. This is a hair cutting smock. It's made with material that hair can't get through, can't poke you. That's just what I needed. Oh my gosh, it's actually a dress. So this is the fit. Really fancy. I'm so excited because I'm not gonna get poked while I'm cutting the baby goat. So next up are Coco and Romeo. Luna! Where are you? Oh, she's in her favorite spot. She's actually in the shade today. Everybody's mad because I separated babies and mamas today, so they're mad. Oh my gosh, I don't think we've shown them your new house yet either. I got a treat for you, look. You know, well, okay, she's gonna stand up. There you go. Just for you. My favorite showgirl, and for you, Willow. My two favorite girls. They're not show worthy, but they're super cute, and that's all that matters. That's it, that's all I got. Kevin got this free doghouse, and it's broken to pieces, but it was just nice enough, sound enough, I guess, to move here, because he was worried that Luna wouldn't have a place if it rained this year, since we blocked off the pasture. Now you have a place. That's it. That's all I got. So the crew out here, they don't go to the show. They wouldn't even be allowed at the show, guys. If I tried to sign Willow or Luna up, they would be disqualified immediately. They're not the show-worthy goats, but they're the pet-worthy goats, which we love. But I can actually see why people like to show Nubians, which is Luna's breed right here, because she would be easy to show. She would walk wherever we would take her. She wouldn't be naughty like all these little Nigerians over here, but alas, we have Nigerians and I still love my Nigerians. So I don't think I'll ever choose a different breed because I just love my littles. I've loved them forever and I don't think I'll change. But I can see why people like showing the big old Nubians, that's for sure. They call the goats that you're gonna bring to shows that year the show string. So the ones that are on the show string this year, who are gonna go to all the shows with us, are first River. She's phenomenal. She's gonna go. Then it's Violet and Twyla, and I think they'll be really good contenders. They both have different pros and cons to them, but mostly pros. So I think they'll do really well. Then we'll take little Rose out, little Coco out, and finally we'll take Romeo. I know, we're pretty brave to take a buck out. And I actually considered taking Pokey, but he's pretty ornery. As a 1-year-old, he is naughty as all get out. And so I thought, I don't know if I want to take him this year. I think I'll let him settle down a little bit. We'll take him when he's 2 years old. I think that's the best option. All right, it's time to pack the show, what's it called? The show organizer. And you know me, I gotta be organized. So I've got labels here on the top. These are all just like our collars and our ringside leads and our baling wire and just all the little tiny things that we need. We've got all sorts of collars, even though each goat already has a collar. What if they lose the collar, you know? So actually this one goes in here. This is a little tiny kid one. Bunch of carabiners, different reasons. You never know when you're gonna need a good carabiner. Some baling wire. These are really, really helpful for showing juniors. We have a few of these. They twist, it's so nice. So that is pretty much it for that. We've got a water filter, some fly spray because the flies will make the goats act really bad in the ring. We've got show sheen, which will make them nice and shiny. We'll store all that in there. Some udder balm because their udders can be sore after being like, you know, carrying so much milk for so long. So we'll do that. A little udder wash. You're just trying to think of everything you can think of. Got some towels. I've got my own homemade udder wipes here. It's the same solution I use when I wash them out there, but I'll just have that in a little to-go box. I'll also put my bucket in here, my milking bucket, so that will be what goes last. And then on this side, I usually put just all my medical stuff here, just a thermometer, and I'll have some little medications in case somebody gets sick, which they never usually do, but you never know. Then we've got some zip ties and other just like scissors and a little brush to clean hooves and teat tape if I need to cover them up. So that is everything, I think. We still usually pack like a cooler of food and then a lot of other stuff. I hope I have a whole list of things that we don't forget. So in the next couple weeks when we start going to our shows, it'll be fun to share with you guys along the way everything that we do and how the goats do at the shows. It's exhausting, but it's also pretty fun. So I'm excited. In the meantime, if you'd like to watch a playlist of all the other shows we've gone to and like our progress over the years, I've just watched a couple old ones and I was like, oh, we weren't very good back then. You can watch that here.